Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Grind Club podcast. It's your boy Muyiwa Ligas here, and today I want to tell you why everyone, including you, should become a content creator. This might sound like, oh, what is Muyiwa talking about? But just stay with me till the end of this podcast, and you would know why you should become a content creator as well. Before I continue, please subscribe. Subscribe to the Grind Club podcast. If you are listening from YouTube, also subscribe to the channel. Like this post, turn on post notifications, share, because this is gonna be valuable. All right. So, why I said this is, over the weekend, in the past weekend, I went for a YouTube event, a YouTube meetup, a local meetup of YouTubers in Lagos, Nigeria, and guess what? You would expect that, because this is a YouTube meetup with YouTubers, you're going to see lots of cameras, lots of microphones, lots of equipment. I was shocked. Do you know what I saw? I saw people, regular people, strolling in, and the most equipment, maybe out of 50 or 70 people, maybe 4 or 5 of them had cameras. And these cameras were not even professional cameras. What most people had was just their mobile phone, and then a few of them had tripods. What does that tell you? That you do not even need fancy equipment or expensive equipment to become a content creator. What you need right now is actually your mobile phone. You have the internet already, and then you can become a content creator. Now, you're wondering, why should I become a content creator? Let me tell you why you should become a content creator. You're actually a brand. Do you understand? So whether you like it or not, there is already a way that people perceive you. From the way you live, from the way you do things, people already have an opinion of you. So why don't you take charge of your brand, of yourself, and change the narrative? So instead of just doing content randomly, why don't you now make a conscious effort to put out content that will project you in the light that you want people to see you? Now, let me tell you how powerful the media is. Now, look at recently. Okay, do you know that Washington Post? Do you know who owns Washington Post? The Washington Post. The Washington Post is owned by Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon. Now, what is a billionaire? Why would a billionaire buy a media company? Recently, again, HubSpot was acquired. The Hustle, a media company, was acquired by HubSpot. HubSpot is a software company. Why would they buy a media company? Have you thought about it? So that means money goes where attention goes. So that means right now, for the fact that you're on Facebook, for the fact that you're on Twitter, for the fact that you're on Instagram, for the fact that you're on any of these social media platforms, you are actually a media company. And you do not need anything to actually create content. You don't need expensive equipment. And then there are so many benefits of being a content creator. So now most people on the internet are actually consumers of content. But do you know the people who make money or who become something, who get all the opportunities? They are the people that create the content. So instead of becoming just a consumer like every other person, why don't you become a content creator? I don't know. Does that make sense to you? So when you create content, when you become a content creator, you would, let me tell you what you can do. You can showcase your expertise. You can build your brand. You can attract the right people to you and open up yourself for opportunities. Content creation can be hard, but then you can make it easy. So one of my mentors in the internet space is Russel Brunson. Russel Brunson said something that if you create content for 365 days, that if you create content every day, that you don't have to worry about money in your life again. So I don't know, I believe you've seen the benefits of content creation now, but let me tell you something. Content creation is hard. So most people, maybe they create content for one day. I want to tell you how to be consistent with content creation now. So you create content for one day, you create content for 2 days, you create content for 3 days, or you create content for 3 months, and then you stop. Now, when you stop, you know what happens? You've actually lost. That means whatever benefit you would have benefited from putting effort into creating content, you've actually lost that benefit. Do you know why? Do you know why you've lost this benefit? Because at the beginning of everything, it is not smooth. Do you understand? At the beginning, nobody's going to care about you. Nobody's going to want to listen to your content. Nobody's going to want to consume your content. But it is at this beginning stage that you have to be more consistent. Do you understand? Because you have to go through that beginning stage. You have to start in order to become great. You cannot become great if you don't start. So how do you become great? You have to start, and then you have to stay in the process until greatness comes. You understand? So you don't start and then give up. When you give up, you have actually lost. Do you understand? So do not give up in creating content. Now, content can be in various forms. Content can be in form of writing. Content can be in form of videos. Content can be in form of graphics and images. So what I would say is, don't just create content for the sake of creating content. If you want to create content because it is adding value, because it adds value to people. When you're adding value to people, people would see you as an expert. And then when they see you as an expert, what happens? When there is an opportunity that requires your expertise, who are they going to call? They are going to call you the expert. Do you understand? So everybody, you yourself, you want to start a new business, you need to create content. You want to attract customers to yourself, to your brand, you need to create content. Or you want to even get a girl or a guy to like you or get married, you need to create content. Whatever you were doing, content creation. Your everyday life is content actually. But make sure that the kind of content you're putting out there is the kind of content that adds value to people, because it is not about you. If you are not a celebrity, and most people who will be listening to this or watching this are not celebrities, do you understand? So make sure that whatever content you put out is valuable, not just to you but to other people. If you can find a meeting point of putting content you love and being helpful to people, man, that is a very sweet spot. And if you post content consistently for 1 year, okay, you don't have to post content every day. If you can do content once in a week, and then every week you release out content, maybe put out a new podcast, put out a blog post, put out a YouTube video, put out a social media page. So create content with the intention of achieving something. Do not just create content randomly. Create content with the intention of achieving something. And I tell you, the rewards will come. Now, if you found this really helpful, if you found this podcast, this video interesting, subscribe to the Grind Club YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Grind Club. Visit thegrind.club/newsletter and then subscribe. I remain Muyiwa Lagos. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me everywhere at Muyiwa Lagos. Cheers, guys. Hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you have any questions that you want to ask, feel free to ask me. I don't know what else to say, but I believe you must have found a reason to become a content creator here. What else? If you want me to talk about anything, if you have any ideas, or if you have any questions for me, you can leave it in the comment section, or you can just email me, muyiwa@thegrind.club. That is my email address. I am on Twitter at Muyiwa Lagos. I am also on Instagram at Muyiwa Lagos. Alright, cheers, guys. I don't know what else to say. Oh God, I hope you enjoyed this anyway. Take care of yourself. Have a good day. Yo, bye, guys. Bye. Yeah. Yo, guys, so I feel like I mumbled the podcast up, but let me just summarize. So there are benefits that come with creating content. Like Russel Brunson would say, so create content every day for 1 year, and then you would not worry about money again in your life. So when you create content, you position yourself as an expert. You attract the right opportunities to you. You draw the right kind of people to look at you. And then, like they say, money goes where the attention goes. So do not be just a random consumer like every other person on the internet, but rather you should also be a creator, because the people who actually make money, your celebrities, your bloggers, your pastors, whoever it is, they are actually people who create content. Now, I know you'll be saying, oh, what do I know? There are things that you know that other people are willing to learn. So if you are sharing all of those things, people will begin to follow you. So do not look down on yourself and say, I'm not qualified. Nobody's qualified. You only get qualified by doing things. So, and like I said, you don't need any fancy equipment. This podcast, you'll be surprised, I'm doing it from my phone. I'm not even using a tripod, a microphone. I just put on the record button, and then I'm speaking, and then I'm adding value to you. So what happens? You're seeing me as an expert. You're going to follow me on Twitter at Muyiwa Lagos. You're going to follow me on Instagram at Muyiwa Lagos. You're going to follow the Grind Club as well. So you understand what I mean? Cheers, guys. Bye.